Biological theory focuses on how our hormones, genes, and nervous systems interact with our environments to influence our personality and behavior. It is the theory that explains why personality traits manifest through biology and how personality links with DNA and processes in the brain. Under biological theory is temperament. Temperament are personality tendencies that we show at birth, which shows the differences in the intensity and patterns of emotions and arousal, and how we react to the environment. According to Thomas and Chess, 1977, there are 3 types of temperaments. There is the easy, difficult, and slow to warm up babies. After birth, environmental factors such as family interaction and maturation interact with the child's temperament to shape their personality. There are 2 important aspects of temperament. Reactivity, which shows how to respond to new or challenging stimuli. Self-regulation is our ability to control that response. For example, a person can respond to a new challenge with high level of anxiety while another barely notices it. Behavioral genetics demonstrates that traits are not determined by a single gene, but by a combination of many genes and environmental factors, for which can control whether certain genes are expressed or not. The Minnesota Twin Study demonstrates behavioral genetics. Researchers conducted a longitudinal study with twins, both identical and fraternal, that were raised together and apart. The results showed that identical twins, whether raised together or apart, still have very similar personalities. There are certain areas of the brain that are associated with the developmental of personality. The case study of Phineas Gage demonstrates the link between personality and the brain, that once part of the brain is damaged, it greatly affects the behavior of the person. Puberty is a period of time when a young person undergoes physical changes from a child to an adult. They are triggered by hormones, chemical substances in the body that act on specific organs and tissues. For boys, it is an increased production of testosterone, while for girls it is estrogen. These physical changes centers around sexuality so that it allows adolescents to become capable of sexual reproduction. During puberty, boys generally start later than girls at the ages 13 and 14. The increase of testosterone stimulates the growth of genital organs and developmental of secondary sexual characteristics. These include growth of pubic and facial hair, development of muscles and height, and a deepening of voice. On the other hand, for girls, physical growth starts at about age 10 and 6 to 12 months before breast development. An increased production of estrogens triggers menarche, which is the first menstrual period. Stress is a physical, mental, emotional strain that does not trigger but modifies the timing of puberty. It can delay maturation for young adolescents but can trigger for older adolescents. It delays because stress hormones tend to suppress reproductive hormones. Boy or girl can become self-conscious and have body image concerns when they are either early or late bloomer. Boys who have early physical changes affects their behavior, having more confidence and better self-image than a late bloomer.
Created using Powtoon.